Says the Chovot HaLevavot, Ben Adam, O man, you should know that the greatest enemy that you have in the world is your own evil impulse, which is interwoven with the powers of your soul and intertwined in the character of your spirit, associated with you in governing your senses and spiritual faculties, privy to the secrets of your soul and to what is hidden deep inside you, your counselor in all your willful movements, whether observable or concealed. So the Chovot HaLevavot, Rabbeinu Bachya, is already telling us the biggest enemy is not Hamas, it's not the government, it's not your financial issues. No. The biggest enemy that you have, doesn't matter who you are, is inside you. It's your evil inclination, who knows all your secrets, knows all the deep feelings you have, and in fact is part of all of your decision making. Furthermore, it lies in wait to entice you at your every step. You are unaware of it, but it is aware of you. You are unmindful of it, but it is not unmindful of you. It clothes itself in the garb of friendship for you, adorns itself with the adornment of love for you. It joins the circle of your confidence, counselors, and choicest friends, and seems eager to do your will, as indicated in its outward movements and gestures. But in fact, it is shooting deadly arrows at you, to uproot you from the land of the living. As the Torah says of someone of this nature, like a madman who shoots firebrands and deadly arrows, so is the man who deceives his neighbor and says, I did it only in sport. This is in Proverbs chapter 26, verse 18 and 19. It said about Ishmael, who used to pretend like he's playing with Yitzchak by putting an apple on his head and shooting it with an arrow, but really he was trying to kill him. But then saying, oh, I was just kidding, it was just sport. That's the Yetzer Hara. He pretends like he's kidding with you, but in reality he's trying to kill you. He pretends to be your friend, but in reality he's your enemy. The most powerful of its weapons, which it hurls at you and with which it assaults you in your innermost being, is its attempt to sow doubt in your mind about true notions, confound you in what has been clear to you, and confuse your soul with mistaken notions and false arguments, like telling you God needs you, if thereby distracts you from your true interests and causes you to doubt confirmed doctrines and beliefs. If you will be wary of it and have ready the weapons of your understanding with which to fight it and turn its arrows away from you, you will be delivered from it and will escape it, and with God's help. But if you abandon all your interest to it and follow its lead, it will not let you alone until it has destroyed you in both worlds and has uprooted you from both abodes. And it is written of one of its branches, one of its soldiers. This is also in Proverbs chapter 7, verse 26 and 27. For she has cast down many dead, a great many of those that she has killed. Her house is the way to the netherworld, leading down to the chamber of death. Furthermore, says the Chovot HaLevavot, and therefore let no other struggle divert you from your struggle with it. Let no other battle divert you from your battle with it. Do not let conflict with one who is far from you keep you from combating that which is inseparable from you. Do not let the repulsion of one who can reach you only with permission keep you from repelling that which need not ask permission in order to be with you. In so many words, instead of being worried about the war in Gaza, the war in Russia, the war in some other place, concentrate on the war inside you, because that's the only war that matters. You literally have an atomic Gog-Magog war within each and every single one of us that people are ignoring. Why? Because the Satan is convincing them to focus their attention elsewhere. Focus on the recession, the depression, the animosity, this, the that. Get your attention elsewhere and forget about the war that's inside you. The story is told of a pious man who met a group of people returning with the spoils of war and after vanquishing their enemy in a fierce battle. And he said to them, "You have returned victoriously from a minor struggle. Now prepare yourselves for the major struggle." "And what is this major struggle?" they asked him. "The struggle with the evil inclination and its armies," he said to them. "It's an amazing thing, my brother. Any other foe, when you defeat him once or twice, will leave you alone and give up the idea of attacking you. Aware of your superior strength, he loses hope of ever defeating and overpowering you. The evil inclination, however, will not leave you alone after one or even after 100 defeats, regardless of whether it defeats you or you defeat it. For if it defeats you, it will utterly destroy you. And if you defeat it once, it will lie in wait for you all your life in order to subdue you. As our masters of blessed memory said in Pirkei Avot chapter 2, Mishnah number 4, do not be sure of yourself until the day of your death. It does not consider the smallest of your affairs as too insignificant a means for overcoming you. A small matter serves it as a stepping stone to vanquish you in something higher." One of the other things that it says, this can get very lengthy, but two other statements that it says here that really hit home with me, where it says, its chief intent is to make truth out of falsehood. Here is where we see many people in our generation that are confused at what the truth is, where they vehemently defend falsehood and fight against the truth. They swear that the New Testament is true, even though it's 100% idolatry for anyone who investigates it. They swear that Manis is speaking the truth when he says that God needs you, even though no sage has ever said anything remotely close to that. And in fact, speak against it constantly. They swear that there's no judgment beyond 12 months in Gehenna, even though it makes no common sense whatsoever, and there's no source for such a thing. And even when you provide them the sources, you provide them the proofs, they're so confused and so biased and so committed to the falsehood, they're convinced that even if it doesn't make sense, it must be true anyway. So why do we keep fighting? Why do we keep trying to help people? Because of one of the other statements that the Chovot says. For the little truth overcomes much falsehood, just as a little light dispels much darkness. This, Rabotai Karim, is the statement that is as empowering as you can possibly be. Where even though there are 7 layers of Kedusha that perhaps are very far away from most of us, and there are 7 layers of impurity, of the Sitra Achra, that are not only close, but are literally inside some of us. The Torah tells us, if you commit to the Torah, you start learning Torah, and you start doing what the Torah says, each day a little bit more light, each day a little bit more truth, that little bit of light will eventually enlighten not only you, but will make all the darkness that's within you go away.
אם בחוקותיי תלכו ואת מצוותיי תשמעו ועשיתם אותם